lot of the memoirists that I have admired or that I've read recently, the one that pops to mind recently is something called Educated by Tara Westover. And I really endorse this book and recommend it to absolutely everyone. But my taste is that, exactly as Anindita said, it's not just a story, it's also how the story is told. The quality of writing, you know, there should be a little bit of enigma in the story, that the places where your own imagination can perhaps fill in the gaps, where you can meet the experience of the author. So not every single thing should be spelled out. And I really obviously respond to writing. What I find I connect with the most is in a great specificity and getting very specific in describing taste, smell, you know, the way that the light falls on someone's glasses. I actually find myself there, transported, but in that, I also find I identify my own personal experiences. And that's really, really important for me, is to, in the very specific, we find the universal. And you find yourself, and you find your own experiences. I believe that I am, you know, the most comfortable in my skin that I've ever been before in my life. And I think that that's also a function of age. It's a huge function of experience. It's a huge function also of introspection. And I think it's a really important, something I do want to emphasize, because coming from the beauty industry, where I have been at the mercy of very stringent beauty standards my entire life, and have also been somewhat guilty of also endorsing very unrealistic beauty standards as well. I've been a part of that cycle, and I accept my responsibility in that. I feel that I feel very strongly about speaking about my personal experience today with who I am, and having been able to transcend that. Not entirely, there's still aspects of me, of course. I have my good days, I have my bad days, my days where I look at my arms and curse, or I feel fat and bloated, etc. But overall, it's become an entire package. And I just feel that a sense of responsibility of speaking out about it, how I'm at my healthiest. And ironically, I do feel at my most attractive today at 47 than ever before. Although when I look back at, you know, pictures of me when I was 16, 17, 18, I say, wow, I had, you know, a great body. But as I explain in my book, I was so, I had such a distorted view of myself, of my body, my looks and everything like that, that I felt incredibly ugly and incredibly insecure all the time. There wasn't a moment when I didn't feel insecure. And that's just, I think, such an important message to at least talk about openly again and again and again, particularly in the age that we're living in today of social media and young girls being overtly influenced by the images that they see, of extremely unrealistic images. And I speak a lot about the pathology of perfection, and the one place where I broke through was on the red carpet. Now, the red carpet today is something that we all discuss, and we all feel like it's the pinnacle of achievement for a celebrity, but it's not. It's horrible. You feel self-conscious. It takes 3.5 hours to get ready. I hate it, at least. Maybe I shouldn't speak on behalf of anyone else. It's deeply uncomfortable. There's so much criticism and judgment, mainly of women, I might add. Everything from the shoes that you're wearing to your hips to your makeup to how you hold yourself, you know. And it's really, really destructive, I think, ultimately. And because I understood that, and I understood there's this unrealistic kind of perfection that is, you know, projected onto women on the red carpet, that's why when I chose to reveal my diagnosis of cancer from the red carpet when I was 40 pounds overweight on steroids, it was a breakthrough movement for me, because I was taking this very highly public moment and subverting it and being able to use it to talk about, first of all, something that was deeply personal and deeply important, fighting for my life. And here I am, you know, I've been diagnosed with cancer, and I'm never, you know, I'm 40 pounds bloated on cancer, on steroids, but so what? I'm here and I'm alive, and I'm here to talk to you about who I really am.